Come on!
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Comic Book Corner, and it's me. I'm back, Spider Slayer. Guys, we're here for another subscriber request, and I do these reviews first because they're the ones that asked me to do these reviews on these books to see if maybe they're interested in it. So today's other review is Chew, issue number 23. That's right, Chew, issue number 23. Now, this particular book here, guys, is a good book. I did a review on this series earlier, and there weren't too many reviews on it. I have to say, folks, if you don't read Chew, you're missing out on a really good book here. It is some good shit, man. Seriously. Sometimes you might have to read the issue twice to see, all the little details that Layman puts into his book. I mean, it is a phenomenal series. I request that you buy the trades and everything else. I mean, it's very, very good. And the story is not going to be around forever. He said he wanted to go into about, I don't know, 30 something issues, and we're on 23. But as popular as this book is, it might go on longer. So I'm not sure how long it's going to go on for. So we'll see. But just for an instance here, when I say artwork, um, Rob Guillory does the art, and he actually won an award um, from last year in 2011 for best non-superhero artist. So it's got to say something. And again, Layman, to create this type of story is very original and something completely different out there in the comic book world. Um, there's just so many little things. Okay, I mean the artwork is very different. It's very cartoony, like with a lot of little exaggerations and sayings and things like that. Um, it's just I just can't say enough about it. Characters when they're angry, you can see their expressions on how angry they are through the backgrounds with fire and stuff like that. Um, Other things about the art that they throw in there is little background notes um, that just sits there and it's in the back and it says all these funny little terms. Again, it's just hysterical. This guy, his name is Agent Kobe, and he's not happy with the position that he's in. So you can see, like on his little desktop here, they don't like him, so they have him hanging in the little computer background, and it's just little things like that that add the humor to the book, and that's what makes the book so unique to everything else that is out there. One more other thing, or two more things here, is that the story arc's name is Major League, okay? So it all has these baseball innuendos in there. And in this one here, it's got a league of their own as the guy fell asleep watching to the movie. And then here is another one with another movie that's on in the background. And if you can see that there, that is Charlie Sheen in Major League. So it's just stuff like that that just adds to the book. And again, the attitude of how ferocious of a hit this is on Agent Chew, and how angry the other guy is. So things like that is what makes the book so unique and so different. Um, that's what I have to recommend for that. And then the story is just as good, and you can jump on at any time with a new arc because every arc is about 4 or 5 chapters, and they're very descriptive of what the character is, especially Agent Chew and what he is and what he represents. Um, the next thing here is I want to go over a little bit about the story on this particular story here. Agent Chew is a agent for the FDA. He has a special ability where he can eat things, and he can basically see where it came from by eating it. He can find out how to solve a crime, and things of that nature. So here it just says, Agent Chu. I think I say this right, is kybopathic. And it means he can take a bite of a peach and get a feeling in his head about what orchard it grew at, um, what the pesticides were used on the crop, and when it was harvested. So now if you take that and you go into a murder, it says, or he can consume a recently exhumed corpse of long dead baseball player. And he can recount the most salacious details of their love life or anything else. So he can find out anything. He can touch blood on the floor and find out whose blood it's from, how the person got killed, who murdered them, and things like that. And in the comic, it shows when he tastes a specific item, um, he'll show this big vision of, sorry, I'm flipping through here, I'm trying to find it, a vision of what happens. So the guy here that kidnaps him shoves a big fat foot in his mouth right here, and then this is the vision that Agent Chu gets. And this guy was a baseball player. So the whole basis of this story is that Agent Chu did work for the FDA. He got assigned to the traffic division. His sergeant, Appleby, I think his name was, didn't like him, so he switched him out to the traffic division. Took his partner, switched him out to like some other division after him, and he gets teamed up with this lion here and all these other crazy characters, and he's just like, it's not working out. And it doesn't. He doesn't like his job, and his new employer here is some old lady with got a big rack here, and she's always on his case, and he just can't stand her, and he's trying to get on the good side, and he actually solves the case with counterfeit money made out of like vegetables and stuff like that. Really weird. But it is funny, and he's not getting any respect because everyone's laughing at him, and this is Chu's ex-partner. Meanwhile, Agent Chu, he's gotten kidnapped by this crazy guy who has this infatuation of baseball players' love life. So he wants to go back and see everything about baseball players' love lives, how their sexual scandals went, things that they did that people didn't see, and he wants to write a book on it. So he kidnaps Chu to find out about that, because he knows his ability, because he also dates this guy's, Chu also dates this guy's here ex-girlfriend. So that's how he knows. So he's kind of getting back at him for that too. But he's forcing Chu to get all these letters and all this information about this dead baseball player and how he lived his love life and everything else. And when he doesn't cooperate, he gets the crap beat out of him. And they just keep beating him and beating him and beating him. So in the end, that's basically what happens to Chu in this issue. They're holding him hostage to try to get this information. Now Colby, Agent Colby, he solved this big case, and he's not getting any respect. His little partner here, the lion, gets all the respect because he scared the crap out of the bad guys before. So, and she basically says, you have to do something much more better than that to impress me. So he just doesn't know what to do anymore in order to impress this girl. And then in the meantime, Agent Chu somehow escapes out of his chair where he was tied up on, and he's trying to sneak back by the guards. He has a baseball bat, but the guy comes back and whacks him right in the face. And he's on the ground and he's knocked out. So he's still held hostage, trying to get all the sex stories about ex-baseball players and stuff like that. Well, the next thing we see is that Agent Colby, to try to get ahead in his job, does some things that people shouldn't do at the workplace, and that is sleep with the boss, the granny. And the funny thing is if you look at this page and appreciate the art of it, you can see all the little things that are in it. So on the nightstand here, you can see the magazine she's reading. It says Little Women. You can see that they have like Viagra pills on the bottom, and she's got a wine cooler here, and then there's her cane, and then next there's Ripple. That's the next thing, and then there's the wine glass, and then here you got some socks and some boxers, and then here's the panties, and it says Granny Panties, and and you can see he's just turned over and he's passed out, and that's how the story ends. Um, but you guys, this is like a 5 out of 5 story right here. The whole line, the whole all 23 issues, and the whole run of it is fantastic. I recommend it. It's not a zombie book. It's nothing like that at all. It's just its own creation, and it's a phenomenal read. It's comical. It's got good action, good art, all the way around. It's a perfect book, and I hope this helps you guys make a decision on Chew. Strongly recommend it. So until the next comic book review, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you're interested in subscribing to my channel, Comic Book Corner, please subscribe. And I do these reviews quite often, and I also do other things on another channel called Comic Community Central. You guys should check that out. It's a whole bunch of us doing all kinds of comic news and bits and shows and a few reviews here and there on old stuff, and I recommend you guys checking that out as well. So until then, this is Spider Slayer saying signing off, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care, guys. Bye.